I have something absolutely crazy going on in my brain. What if The Last of Us Part 2 isn't canon? Yo YouTube, GK's back, and for those that have followed the channel, and I know I've been getting a little bit of hate lately, y'all remember when I said this, and yes, this was another one of those videos to which y'all didn't really like my opinion, but there are whisperings of what I said might actually be true to an extent, and I cannot wait to show you this clip and follow up with the news, because your boy called it. Thank you for those that have been rocking with the channel. If you do like the video, please leave a like so I know to make more videos like this. I can't wait to share this with you. I really do think this is finally some positive news. Well, maybe. What if they create the Last of Us TV show and create it well of the first game, and they get into the second season and Neil decides to run with a different story? What if the director there decides, oh yeah, this is terrible, let's do this instead? What if they create a better Last of Us 2 in the TV show? That would be my one little hope for the Last of Us franchise. The Last of Us Part 2 wouldn't be canon, it would be some Elseworld story, and we can look at it so much differently in that lens. How dope would that be?
Yo, it's the Grown Kid Talk Show.
Like I said, I thought that might be the one way that this HBO series could be good and worth it. Let's talk about The Last of Us Part 2 so far, though. The only thing you really need to know is that Craig Mazin is directing this, as well as, you know, Neil Druckmann's getting the writing credits. And I'm going to show you a little bit what he's worked on. There's no casting crew, really. They're not talking about even starting filming for a while, so don't even worry about that. This is the only person you need to concern yourself with on The Last of Us HBO series project right now. And he's worked on Chernobyl, The Hangover Part 2, Identity Thief, and The Huntsman. Not bad movies here. Chernobyl's actually really good. The Hangover obviously as well. You know, Identity Thief is a throwaway, and The Huntsman probably should have been more well received than it was. Let's talk about the news and why I showed you that clip, and may even show you it again because I'm just so fucking excited. Games Radar reported that The Last of Us HBO series, Everything We Know So Far by Bradley Russell, 8 days ago, Naughty Dog's classic is coming to the small screen, yes, on HBO. We're gonna skip through most of the article as it's just stuff we've heard before, and like I said, there's nothing really going on for a while. They just have ideas flowing and all that, but here's the greatest news. Co-creator Craig Mazin has also hinted that the Last of Us HBO series may be a more definitive version of the game's story, telling the BBC, in this case, I'm doing it with Neil Druckmann, and so the changes that we're making are designed to fill things out and expand, not to undo, unlike what they did with The Last of Us Part 2, but rather to enhance. In the same interview, he added that the TV series will include a moment not in the games that will make your jaw drops. Now, unfortunately, that little last part there, stop with the shock value, give me true suspense. Stop trying to one up. That's what got you in trouble with The Last of Us 2. You guys already know my opinion on that. But to think that this could be the more definitive version, and how I had said that maybe this HBO series will change everything up. Now, there are a little bit of other things we should cover here, and then we can really get into this and talk about it. But this could potentially be very good news. The sad part here is that Neil Druckmann is kind of the one behind it. Hopefully Craig sticks to his balls, stick to his guns, and says, Neil, no, that was trash, we're changing it. One can hope. So like they said in the article, Games Radar, definitely go check it out, that they're going to be adding and enhancing. Here are some of the characters from the game, which we all should have assumed will be there, and unfortunately there's a character here mentioned that nobody wants to see. As for the characters involved, Joel will feature, while Ellie was confirmed by Druckmann in a tweet posted on International Women's Day on March 8th. Joining her will be Ellie's left-behind girlfriend, Riley, as well as Tess, Marlene, Maria, and a redacted character with 4 letters. Could be Abby, a member of the WLF. Now, This is kind of shitty news, honestly. Anybody who loves The Last of Us definitely doesn't want to see Abby anywhere near the original game and or its story representation. I get if you really want to keep selling us on it, like Abby. We're gonna give you Abby, so that way when you hit the second season, you're not just shocked and blown off like every other fan of The Last of Us when they got to the second game. We're gonna slowly trickle her in so you can like her. That is shitty news, I will tell you. But the rest there, I just wanted to tell you who was confirmed to be in the game by Dr. Uckman, the most pretentious prick in all of gaming. And here's some other news, and I want you to take it as you will. Barbara, replying to HBO, y'all better keep the gay. Please and thank you. Do not erase that representation, please. Anyways, I'm so excited. Craig Mazin, our director for the HBO series, said, "You have my word." Now look, being an underrepresented person myself in cinema in the world, of course I want representation, and I want it to be fair, and I want it to be done right. The problem with the representation in The Last of Us Part 2, as I've said many other times, is that it was way too over the board, way too in your face, and it wasn't done smartly. It was done very dumbly. That was the biggest problem. It was too in your face. The main thing everybody says is, oh, it's high art, you just don't get it. No, I get it. Revenge gets revenge. I get it. I'm saying that it was dumb. And that's not a valid reason to like the game. When you prod and proc to people who really like the game and you start hitting them with other things, they start to crumble and fall back on the idea that this is so smart and such a masterpiece that you don't like it because you don't get it. No, we got it, and we still disliked it. So if you thought that it was going to be a little bit more toned down, just a little bit more subtle, and therefore more powerful in its effect for its representation of the LGBT community, which I am not opposed to, in fact, I fight for, I'm all for it, it's not going to be. Craig Mazin, you have his word that none of that will change, and if anything, I'm willing to bet it will be pushed even harder in your faces in the first game. Unfortunately, the first game had nothing to do with it at all. If we're going by this tweet and some of the things we've heard and the characters they're choosing and bringing Abby in, we're probably going to get a lot more of that in that first season that was kind of based off the first game. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah, I'm not too happy with that either. But the bright side is, the HBO series may be the more definitive version of the game's story. I want to know what you think about this. Multimedia storytelling in our video games, do we like this? Do we like the idea that the canon of the Last of Us franchise could be changed entirely by this HBO series? Is this a big deal? Or do we actually want it to change? I have not fully formulated my thoughts on this yet because the second game was just so bad. And if we have to go back and change some parts of that first game, even though I really don't want to make the franchise better, I don't know, that might be a pill we have to swallow. Those who have been rocking with the channel, those who call me crazy, those who downvote all the videos, I challenge you to stay and watch because I just genuinely speak from the heart. So please, if you like the video, do like it so I can drop another one like this. I know I talk a lot, I might have rambled. Did I rant? I don't know. I'm the Grown Kid and I'll catch you back in another video.